In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. Why don't you start with your name and let the viewers know who you are and what your role is today in the film.
My name is Lec Zorn, and I play one of the, as you can probably tell already, one of the unfortunate victims.
And how'd you get started in this film? How'd you get involved?
Oh, I just been involved with Chad's Facebook groups for quite a few months, and he made a lot of mentions of this film, so I just made a post asking if I could be involved, and he said yes, so I was glad to have this opportunity, especially because I've always been trying to branch out into different areas, and I've done work in a lot of the Midwest, but I haven't done anything in northern Indiana yet, so this looked like a fun opportunity.
Right, because I know you and I have worked down in Indy, and now we're working up here, because I'm from west of here, but so have you been in other films of Chad's already?
No, this is my first time working with Chad. Yeah.
And being a victim, how many victims have you played so far in your roles?
Several, quite a few, I've actually been on both sides. I've done the killing and I've been killed or, been assaulted or whatever. So, I always say that one of the most essential parts of being an actor is getting out of your comfort zone. Because to reach your potential, you have to do things that are uncomfortable for yourself. You have to push yourself beyond, what comes naturally to you, and always be trying to expand out. And
right, because you never know if you'll be good at it.
Yeah, exactly. And there are times when I've done things that were uncomfortable for various reasons. Maybe because they involved physical trauma or something like that, or just because it's a situation that I absolutely would not do in real life,
Right.
But it's something that I look back at every role I've ever had as something that really helped me, take at least a small step up, and keep me on the journey of finding my potential, whatever that is.
Right. So with this film, tell me a little bit about your role and just give a few details about it.
Well, the makeup should give a clue, but I don't want to say too much to ruin it for the viewers. But I do play a guy who is not one of the biggest characters in the film, but who unfortunately ends up getting on the bad side of the wrong people, and so unfortunately, I'm on the short end of the stick in this film. So, but I've been on the other side quite a few times in past films, so, I guess I was due to be a victim again.
Right, so with being the victim and the killer with the films that you've done, which one do you enjoy more and why?
I always I use a quote from the great bad guy actor Michael Ironside for this. He said the great thing about being a bad guy is you only get beaten up once a film. So, from the standpoint of, what's physically easier, being a bad guy is. And I think also I enjoy playing a bad guy if there's a lot of dark humor in the role. I don't enjoy being a bad guy if it goes too far to the point of being really sadistic and realistic, because that's very upsetting to me to act like that. But, if it's a situation where it's a lot if it's a stoic character, or like a character, like I said, who has a lot of dark humor, then I usually enjoy playing the bad guy.
Right, yeah, because this is the first time I'm actually playing a dark character.
Yes.
And I'm being Christian. It's it's kind of.
And I'll say, I was there watching you because the first time you acted, you were holding my daughter in From Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
She was playing one of the other victims, and I saw you in that nurturing role where you were like being protective of her. And of course, I know you personally, so I applaud you since I've watched your career literally from the beginning, and seen you develop as an actress. I applaud you for being willing to branch out and take this new kind of role. That's obviously a big.
This role will be exciting because it's not something that I've done yet, and
Yes.
it's exciting. I get to learn new things, meet new people, and you never know. With being the nurturing character I was in From Ashes, I might be a good hunter.
Yeah, so it's something, when you put your demo reel out, when you put your demo reel out, you'll have more variety there,
Mm-hmm.
So they realize you can be the good girl or the bad girl, or whatever else. So that's always a good thing, to show the diversity.
All right, well, thanks for talking.
Oh, my pleasure.
Good, guys.